welcome to Paradise Pulse, the exciting lifestyle program that follows the beat of island living. Now, if you're wondering where you've heard that name Paradise Pulse, maybe it's because you've encountered our online magazine, browsing on your computer or on your smartphone, or even discovered us on social media platforms. In today's episode, our special guest, the one and only Destra, joins us in studio for an interview that you won't want to miss. Our fitness expert shows you some easy ways to get in shape, and our chef shares a mouth-watering recipe. We also take a trip to Chutney Soca star Ricky Jai's band practice and meet his new band, the Jai Masters, plus much more. So stay tuned. We start off today with a segment to help you break a sweat and burn off some of that bacon shark you might have eaten at the beach.
Hi, this is Fiona Branco and welcome to Fit Pulse. Today we're at Savannah Spin Fitness Studio located in St. Clair, and Melanie, Marcus and I are going to take you through a basic workout that can be done in very little space in very little time with little or no equipment. Now with this or any workout, you should include a warm-up, which I recommend a brisk 5-minute walk. So do that and let's get started. Now if you're a beginner, you're going to want to follow Melanie. She'll be doing all modified versions. But if you're an advanced exerciser or you just want to challenge yourself, follow Marcus. Let's go. Now in the modified push-up position, you want to ensure that you are on your knees, shoulders, elbows and wrists should all be in a line and your chest down to the mat. Always keep your head in line with your spine. If you're a beginner, you can do 1 or 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. As an advanced exerciser, you can do 3 or 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Everything else remains the same except you are off of your knees, head is in line with your spine, shoulder, elbow and wrist are all in alignment. You take your chest down to the mat. And now we'll get into a basic plank on the forearms. So again, Melanie will hold. You want to ensure that your body's in a nice straight line. Let's take your butt down a little bit. Right, head is in line with spine, shoulder is in line with your elbow, tightening the midsection, tightening your lower body. Now, the plank is one of those exercises that works the entire body but focuses on your core area, which is your lower back, waist, and abdomen. As a beginner, you want to do 1 or 2 sets of 20 to 30 seconds. Now we're getting into another variation of the plank, this time in push-up position. Everything else remains the same. Head is in line with spine, nice flat back, tighten lower body, midsection is nice and tight, arms, everything should be squeezing. This one puts a little bit more emphasis on the upper body as you're on your hands in push-up position. As an advanced exerciser, you can hold from 30 to 45 seconds, 2 or 3 sets, or if you really want to challenge yourself, let's hold it for 1 minute. Now let's get into some lower body work with some lunges. Melanie will be showing stationary lunges while Marcus will be giving us forward lunges with dumbbells. Now if you don't have dumbbells, you can still do forward lunges. Let's get into position. Now with the stationary lunge, you want to ensure that you take a wide enough stance that you're getting 90 degrees in your bottom position. Under control, all the way down, 90 degrees with both the front and the back leg. If you're doing forward lunges, you want to ensure that you're alternating your legs forward, 1 dumbbell in each hand or no dumbbells whatsoever. Chest is upright, head is up, and again, 90 degrees with each leg. Always remember in doing stationary lunges to switch legs in between. And again, if you're a beginner, you can do 1 set or 2 of 10 to 12 reps per leg, and if you're advanced, you can do 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Now let's get into some squats. Marcus will be demonstrating with dumbbells and Melanie without dumbbells. If you are a beginner, 1 to 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. If you're an advanced exerciser, 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. What you want to ensure with a squat is that you're sitting back into the motion as if you're sitting into a chair. Dumbbells are at your side, head is in line with your spine, chest is up as you sit back into your chair. Now you want to try and get at least 90 degrees or below with your squat. So you're going for parallel or just below parallel, depending on your range of motion and your fitness level. For the modified version, you can have your hands on your hips, but everything else remains the same. If this feels a little uncomfortable, you can have your hands in front and give yourself a little bit of a balance challenge. The squat is of course an overall leg builder, particularly for the glutes. Always ensure that you keep your midsection tight so that you engage your core, and if your hands are up or if you're holding dumbbells, you'll also get some action in the upper body. This workout can be done 2 or 3 times per week depending on your fitness level and of course your schedule. For more information on today's workout, please check ParadisePulse.com. Thank you for joining us at Savannah Spin Fitness Studio. Bye!
I feel fit already. You can get some more advice on our website, ParadisePulse.com. And also be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Boy, those exercises sure made me hungry. If you're like me and feel hungry after working out, then stay right where you are, because when we come back, Chef Scott DeFreitas shares a delicious recipe with us in Flavors of Paradise. Welcome back to Paradise Pulse, the lifestyle program that follows the beat of island living. Let's head on over to the kitchen now for Flavors of Paradise with Chef Scott DeFreitas.
Hi, welcome to Flavors of Paradise. I'm Scott DeFreitas, operator and chef of Sugar Pond in Usine St. Madeleine. We're going to be preparing a nice tasty dish for you guys today. A lot of spice, not too much heat. We're going to be doing some tasty Moroccan chicken. So let's get started. We do need to start off by grilling the chicken and then we can move on from there. We're going to start by searing off the chicken, so get a pan nice and hot. We just need to cook it until it gets a little bit of color on each side, maybe about 2 minutes per side. Now that the chicken is nice and brown, we can move on to the next step, which is cutting it into 1-inch size cubes. Now that we've finished dicing the chicken, we can go ahead and start assembling the dish. To start, we'll need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. When that gets nice and warm, we will be sauteing off 1 large onion, 2 pimento peppers, and 4 cloves of garlic. Now that the onions and garlic have softened, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of ground jeera, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste dissolved in ½ cup of water. Once that starts to simmer, go ahead and add the diced chicken. The chicken is simmered for 15 minutes and is now fully cooked. To finish the dish, we're going to add some chopped cilantro or shadow beni and the juice from lime. Toss to coat, toss to mix. There you have it, guys. Some delicious Moroccan chicken, good for between 6 and 8 people. Tasty, delicious, and most of all, easy dinner. Perfect with basmati rice or some turmeric and vegetable couscous. One variation that you can do with this dish actually is instead of chicken, you can use soya. It comes out just as good and twice as healthy. You can get today's recipe and other delicious recipes at paradisepulse.com, so check it out today and join us again for some more delicious dishes on Paradise Pulse.
Bon appetit! Be sure to check us out on paradisepulse.com to get some more mouth-watering recipes from Scott. Send us your thoughts by leaving your comments on the website and let us know how you fared in trying these delicious recipes. Be sure to visit us also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and paradisepulse.com. Time to pay some bills, but don't go away because our special guest, Destra Garcia, is right here in the studio and you won't want to miss what she has to say. So hello Destra,
Hello.
welcome to Paradise Pulse.
Thank you.
We are so happy to have you
Thanks
here.
for having me. My pleasure.
So tell us something about you, something
Something that nobody knows.
something that nobody knows. You know, we want to get to know you.
I think my life is an open book. Everybody knows everything about me. I'm basically very open, especially on social media. You know, I try to give everybody a little bit about my life. I talk about my daughter, my career, you know, things that I do at home, my family. I kind of just open. I'm very open with my fans.
Wonderful. So
Yeah.
since you touched on your daughter, tell us about her.
Well,
She's a big baby.
She's a big baby. She would not like that very much.
Oh gosh.
She's 6 now, and she'll always be my baby. But
Yes,
you know, I see her growing up so fast in front of my eyes. It's almost unbelievable to think about when she was just a baby the other day.
Yes.
But the chats, oh my God, the mouth. And
Right.
everybody's like, Destra, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Look at you, whatever. So Zaya, I mean, she's doing so well. She's into arts. She's doing piano. She's doing ballet, hip hop dancing. I tried her with gymnastics and swimming, but I don't think she likes, you know, all that kind of sporty kind of stuff. So people ask her, so what do you want to be when you grow up? She wants to be an entertainer like mommy and a judge. Because she
judge.
she likes to watch Judge Judy and all those shows. So, you know, I hope she leans more toward that because
Yeah.
it's very difficult and competitive in this market.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
But she's doing well. Very bright at school, doing well. I'm very proud of her.
Wonderful. So you don't know this, but I've seen you perform live at the Hyatt before in the past, and I've loved what I've seen.
You know, that's a different kind of
Yeah.
performance, right?
Yes.
Because everybody's sitting down. So I
I
hope your
know.
impressions were good.
Of course,
Okay,
I saw
good.
you brought out the sauciness in you, the bacchanalias in you. I loved
try.
it.
It's hard not to, huh? A little saucy
Okay.
when I'm ready. Big up my sister Saucy. Well, I still, you know, because
course.
you learn a lot from people that come before you, whether
Yes.
it's Alison Hines and Dempster, Saucy. Wow, you know, you learn a lot looking at them, and you know, coming up as you know in the business, being new, you do take pieces of everybody to
Yes.
kind of mold yourself. For me, it was more like looking at guys too, Marshall and Iwa and whoever.
Right.
So I'm a little crazy on stage.
So tell me more about the pandemic squad that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
the
before.
pandemic squad. That's my family. Basically, the pandemic squad is just the movement, you know, with all of us this year joining forces with Macamillion and the Millionaire Family, Swappy, Kerry John. Kerry John has a huge song this season. Swappy is doing so well after so many years of, you know, doing well as well. But this year, I think, has been one of his more successful years. We've just joined forces to kind of show people what unity and togetherness and love is
Wonderful.
about.
I know Destra has fun on the big stage, but what does she really do for fun? What does she
Why
really
does
do?
everybody want to know that? You know, I'm very boring. When you really think about it, yeah.
Don't think so.
I am very boring.
You don't appear boring.
I am
All
very
of that
boring.
energy
Trust
that
me
you
when
bring.
I tell you I'm very boring. What do I do for fun? I stay home, I go on the chair, I put on my series and I watch. I know every single series. I like to watch Vampire Diaries and Originals and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., what else? Once Upon a Time, Walking Dead.
Oh my god.
Game of
that's-
Thrones. I watch TV in my spare time. That's when Zai's at school or, you know, I'm not in studio recording. Once I'm not doing work, I enjoy watching movies or anything
Yeah.
visual. That's my
Right.
thing. That's
Yes.
my thing. It's not boring. That's boring.
No, that's not boring
You
at
know why
all.
that's
You find your
boring?
downtime in relaxation.
Well,
and
okay, I could look at
watching
it like
some
that.
TV shows.
Yeah, you
yes.
could look at it like that.
Yes, yes.
I guess so.
Yeah. So what about after the carnival season has come to a conclusion? What does Dastra do?
Let's see. When carnival is over, it's never really over. There's always carnival somewhere. So we always jetting off to somewhere in the Caribbean or in Europe or in the US, trying to kind of facilitate the fans out there, because they get excited when they hear the music from the carnival season, and then they want to see and hear and enjoy.
So I've heard someone tell me that you love to sing gospel, and that was the beginning of your
I
singing
love
career.
to sing.
love
I love
to
to
sing?
sing. I grew up in church actually. My dad is actually a pastor.
Wow.
People didn't know that either.
Wow. Wow.
And I don't usually talk about it, but
Wow.
since we're on the topic of singing gospel,
Yes.
that's where that came from. My father and mother never really stopped me from being myself, and I do urge parents out there, don't stop your children when they have a passion for something. You know, nurture it and help them to grow. And that's what my parents did. I always liked carnival and calypso, and my dad used to take me to the calypso competitions and
Yes.
whatnot. When I grew up and I got older, I mean, I don't think he endorses all the whining and all of that, but you know, he does understand that I am an individual and I am my own person, and I do believe in God, and I know my limits at the end of the day, you know. So I do sing
always
some
great.
gospel. I try to put it on all my albums. Lately I haven't, because I'm kind of saving them up to do one full gospel
Right.
album, but I have done quite a few
Wonderful.
gospel songs.
So do you have any snippets of gospel that we'd love to hear, or
Why
any
did I
song that
know?
is besides soca? We want to hear more from Dastra. We want to hear something else.
I actually sang a song called More, which was
Oh
gospel.
gosh, look at that. Well, you want?
No,
I want to
I
hear
don't
some
remember the
more.
words. I don't remember the words. But there's one that I do like. It
Okay.
is originally by Jodie Watley. It
Okay.
was about God, but then it was not about God only. It could, I didn't even warm up.
It's all right.
Okay, and I'm getting the cold. And the season kind of hectic. So if I
Yes.
bust, so I go flat, guys.
No, we still love you. We still love you. No
Sure.
worry.
It goes like this. There's something about the morning sun, a day's begun anew. Reminds me to appreciate the mystery of you. To see a bird soar in the sky, I've often wondered why. We take so much for granted, we're too blind to see the view. Sometimes I lose my way, just existing every day, drifting away from where my heart belongs, when my heart belongs to you. And it all begins with you. The secret of life is walking closer to the truth. Even the mountains bow to you. The stars are ornaments in the sky. They testify. You're the reason why, and it all begins with you.
Fantastic. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Where have you been hiding this?
This is my
Where was
God-given
it?
talent, the voice that he gave me, and I know that someday it's gonna come where he's gonna say, all right, that's
Well,
enough.
you showcased it to everyone. I'm sure people would
Put me on
ask,
the
you
spot,
know.
girl.
But you needed to be, people needed to hear this side of you. And we love it. And we love it here at Paradise Pulse.
Thank you very much.
So thank you
Thanks for having me.
your contribution to our magazine. Thank you for being here. We are
Thank
thrilled
you.
to have you.
It was my pleasure.
So thank you, Dastra, Queen of Bacchanal, also known as Lucy, for being with us here on the show today. Stay tuned for what's coming up next. Ricky Jai has been a household name for many years. He has won more Chutney Soca Mana titles than any other artist in history. You may not know this, but he has his own band called the Jai Masters. And we had the pleasure of going behind the scenes at one of their rehearsals. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Amanda from Paradise Pulse, and today we are hanging out with Ricky Jai and the Jai Masters in their band room. All nice up close and personal. So Ricky, tell me, what are your plans for the Jai Masters for the next coming years?
Well, we just making music. My plan for this band is to really cement a place in the local music industry for us. A lot of people know the name Ricky Jai, the solo act. People know me for chutney, calypso, kaiso, soca, parang, and so much more. But now it's time to really bring the band and the talented guys and young lady to the fore and let Trinidad and Tobago really know what we can do as a band musically. Basically, our plan is, releasing a lot of original music, which we've been doing over the last year, and building a presence locally with a move to go up the Caribbean and then hopefully internationally. I've written some of my own tracks, reggae, chutney, ballads, and some Bollywood stuff as well.
So
Yeah.
India have to watch out for you now.
Well, look out, India, I'm coming.
Ah, nice. I'm Amanda from Paradise Pulse, and I had a fantastic time hanging with Ricky Jai and the Jai Masters. So be sure to look out for their performances at a venue near you.
Well, that's it for this edition of Paradise Pulse. Remember to log on to paradisepulse.com for more great stuff. Also check us out on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Till next time, do have a safe week and take care of yourselves. Ciao for now.